Well, goodness gracious, lands of living, it has been a very, very long time since I have made a digital and visual entry into the diary here of life. I hope this finds all well who do find it. It has, uh, it has been quite the journey. I know everyone has their own individual path they've been on, and those that's traveled with me, it has been, uh, it has been beyond any way to have ever forethought uh, the actual outcomes and still ongoing. I can see very easily as you drift away from the intensity that we were at uh, earlier as we all were taking our 15 minutes of meditation, how close that you one to oneness that you become in your own being, and how getting away from that into the what we'll call right here the real world of living and what it takes to do that, and all of the personalities and everything that we all encounter, and then you couple all of everything that we see out there continuously bombarding us. If you aren't centered and you're finding your time as we were, it's very, very difficult to maintain a degree of balance, because probably the word balance isn't even on the radar. It is just running on some kind of autopilot of some sort. And when you're running like that, you cannot be making decisions that you have thought through, because you're doing everything that you possibly can to keep up with all this. And there are many, myself included, that believe it's all orchestrated to keep an individual and then gatherings of people to listening to what's going on, as they do over here on Truth Frequency Radio. Just see what they're talking about this evening. Turn that up. Just see what this mixer's got me a hard time here. Here we go.
How they decide. Um, says here a 1975 book by Admiral Chester Ward. Um, he was a former judge advocate general of the U.S. Navy. He was invited into the CFR and was shocked by what he discovered. He remained in the organization for 20 years, but then eventually became one of his sharpest critics. In
CFR is the
1975,
Council
he
on
co-authored a
Foreign
book with
Affairs
Philip Schlafly, and
Relations.
he wrote, quote, one of the ruling members of the CFR have decided that the U.S. government should adopt, sorry, once the ruling members of the CFR have decided that the U.S. government should adopt a particular policy, the very substantial research facilities of CFR are put to work to develop arguments, intellectual and emotional, to support the new policy and to confound and discredit intellectually and politically any opposition.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
Now, who do
they.
you think those
did.
emotional arguments are meant for?
Yeah, well, we know who the emotional
Yeah.
arguments are meant for, right?
For the chattel.
For the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the CFR was founded by Colonel House. Colonel House is just a complete, scumbag. He,
So that's what's taking. They're discussing the CFR, which is the Council on Foreign Relations, which is nothing more than a group of individuals that comprise or make up NATO and direct NATO on what they're going to do, and then the little games that they're going to create, and little parts of this movie. And they were just discussing how they will create the talking points on both sides to charge people emotionally, and just for the sheer outcome of gaining a position for financial gain. That's what's going on. Also, I've been really, really involved in for my dear friends in Austin, Troy, and those that are in Austin that have been traveling with me and others for quite a while, and we've all vested in many things. It appears that we can carve out a way in our own state, the great state of Texas, to be able to find an avenue of revenue. So I'm eager to pursue that for those of us here in Texas, myself included, and for those in Southern California and soon to be Las Vegas, we have got a team of professionals that will be they'll be calling on individuals in Southern California, and we'll be showing folks how they can get solar, like in this picture here, installed on their homes, either on a power purchase agreement with no money down, uh, installed free, get a year's worth of electric or bill up front, paid first year, or up to $2,000 of it. If those looking to buy some unbelievable other programs to where you could actually be surprised how much you could earn or receive or get for purchasing still with no money down. So this is a something that's very timely, and we're on top of that. So if you know someone in Southern California, you can get a hold of me and or any the state of California or soon to be Nevada, and we would love to talk to those folks. And if they do end up getting solar, there would be a quite a hefty little gift of appreciation done there. So that's the direction I'm going, and I tell you that all that I can literally say at this point is that every single thing, the only way that I can see that what we call more so fact than reality, what we visualize in our reality, which is a composite of what we would consider to be fact or otherwise, we're accepting it, is that the only way that there could be so many diverse, I'm talking about left and right side of a bell curve and beyond difference, and it doesn't make any difference what the topic is, whether you think a red, white, and blue unicorn will become president next year or whatever. If you think that and you truly believe that, and you do certain things emotionally, spiritually, that you believe that, and someone harmonizes with you and they also take on that same belief system, that perpetuates into a movement. The next thing you know, if there's enough people thinking about that crazy thought from origin, there would be a multicolored unicorn become the first president. Multicolored unicorn, I'm telling you, that is the only way that I can see that this is happening, which means that we have heard all of our lives, with the faith of a mustard seed you can move a mountain. And the simple fact of the matter is that we have also heard that what one can conceive of, one can believe and conceive, one can achieve. And everything seems to point to the fact that we individually, each moment, have an opportunity to redirect not only our lives, but if we're standing in the truth, to affect a movement behind us that could be paradigm shifting. Each one of us has that ability to do that. All that I'm looking to do is to find peace and harmony in an industry that can sustain my needs, my family's needs, that benefits those people from my sharing that with them, and other people that they may come in contact with that also could use the benefits of what was originally offered to the first groups that I talked to. And to have it to where that particular level of transparency and truth is a win-win all way around. That's a Wawa deal. Wawa. Win-win all way around. Everybody's a winner. It is going to be restricted to certain geographical areas. If you're sincerely interested and you're in Southern California, or if you're in the Las Vegas area or in Nevada, those are going to be areas that we're going to focus on soon, and possibly in the Seattle area. But for sure, those others that I just referenced. Get a hold of us here. Just a moment. You can reach me at Randy, RANDYM 0123. That's numerically. Randy M0123 at gmail.com. Let me know of your interest. There's potentially going to be other areas that we'll need people that could do work from home. That's a very, very strong possibility. We have another team that may come in and head up that entire process, which could help a lot of people out for a revenue stream by performing some tasks that we would be needing to have done, and that would be worth value to us. In turn, we would pay for that being done. A lot of little channels like this, but keep your eyes open and stay focused. For all those that have been traveling together with myself and others, we're still in the game. So have faith, keep pressing on. God bless this wonderful country of America and the principles this country is founded on. This country shall rise again based on those principles. And God bless this blue planet. Get you about 15 minutes of something like this. It will definitely aid. It will not hurt. Hope you enjoyed that. Till next time, Jedi One, aka Randy to some. We down.